2 nights ago, the streets of Michigan experienced gridiron combat for the first time as Central Michigan and Eastern Michigan battled it out in the closest game we've had so far, a 28-21 scintillating shootout between these two lower level MAC schools. But as we saw in the real world just on Saturday, being in the MAC does not mean you do not have a chance at winning major games. Northern Illinois is still alive, as you can see on the map below me. We'll see if they're picked here. There's 126 teams remaining, and I screwed that up. There we go. There's 126 teams remaining. Who will be landed on as we begin episode 9 of College Football 25 Season-Long Imperialism? The next team is the East Carolina Pirates. As their name suggests, they are on the East Coast. They don the purple and gold in one of the coolest midfield logos in the entire country. Let's see who their options are. Situated here, they only border 2 teams. Old Dominion, who has already played once, we could see the first multiple-time team in this game after Old Dominion beat Navy, or they could go west and face NC State. East Carolina has a huge chance of not playing at all if the wheel goes east and they're playing into the ocean. And I might just give them a free bowl game for that first team to go east and miss, could get the Bahamas for free. I believe that's where the Bahamas are. Let me double check that real quick. God, I did this years ago. The Bahamas, no, they're just off Florida. Okay, so that's not going to be a factor here. That'll be for the first Florida game that we have. Anyway, let's find out who they're going to play. That arrow is going to go southeast. That's straight into the ocean, which means East Carolina is not going to play. They have a stay of execution. Let's pick somebody else. So, in episode 9 of College Football 25 Season-Long Imperialism, the next team is... Speaking of that, we got a Florida team. The South Florida Bulls playing their trade at Raymond James Stadium. Let's move this little indicator down and see who they could be playing. They border 3 teams. They've got Miami to the south, Florida Atlantic to the east, and UCF to the north. If they go west, they wouldn't have to play at all because that's not bordering the Bahamas. I mean, I'll count the Gulf of Mexico as an ocean in this case because it's just so much larger than any of the lakes. Because it wouldn't make any sense to put USF over there. That would just be... That's a chaos to a level that I do not enjoy. So, let's see which direction they go. And they will be playing. That's going to go southeast and... I mean, that has to be Florida Atlantic. We're going to Florida Atlantic, folks. Let's set this game up. Okay. So Florida Atlantic on one end. And USF on the other. USF is an 80 overall. Florida Atlantic is a 77. So USF has the advantage here, but they are on the road. This should be a good game. Let's take a look at some uniform options. Get their standard away. And then just some colors. We're just going to go with the standard for USF. Maybe Florida Atlantic has some cool looks that we can take advantage of. They got this all red look, all white, and a navy look. Let's go red here. Let's have them make a striking first impression into the Imperialism world and what could be their last game since they are not favored. Everything is set and good to go. Let's set this a little bit down into the evening. Every single game's been 3:30 so far. Let's go 6. And let's begin. So we have our first matchup in the great state of Florida, as the Florida Atlantic Owls will take on the USF Bulls for a right to be the first team in Florida to take some territory. And I believe some pretty significant bowl games are on the line because a couple games are played at Raymond James. So that'll be an interesting factor into this one. Let's get all this ready to go. We got USF. You kidding me? There they are. South Florida Bulls on this side. Here comes the kickoff for the Bulls. They're going to send it deep. That's going to be returned to 15, and he's taken down at the 17-yard line. So here comes Florida Atlantic's quarterback, who I will pick up in one moment. Is it Cameron Fancher? It's Cameron Fancher. Thank you to the game for helping me out with that. For some reason, my extra monitor is operating at an incredibly slow speed, and I'm not entirely sure why. So Fancher's going to send a man in motion, take the snap. He fakes the swing. Looking deep on the first play of the game. He's got a man wide open, and on the first play, Florida Atlantic is going the distance. I believe that is an 83-yard touchdown for Milan Tucker, a redshirt senior transfer from Appalachian State. The upset Kings gives Florida Atlantic, who's not favored in this game, an early 7-0 lead just 12 seconds in. He had just 5 catches for 31 yards, no touchdowns last year in a very small role in Appalachian State, hence why he transferred. So now he comes here and immediately makes one of the biggest splash plays. I think it's the longest pass play so far of Imperialism. He's set to have a big role on this team. We'll see if that plays out in real life. So Carter Davis is going to be the kicker here for the extra point to give Florida Atlantic a 7-0 lead at home. Snap, hold, kick is good. One play, 83 yards. And Florida Atlantic have made their presence known. Oh, that is a beautiful Jumbotron. Look at those palm trees going out. It doesn't have to be just a blank big rectangle. The stuff that's not LED can also be cool. It's a nice return. A couple tackles broken out to the 23-yard line. Still not as good as a touchback, though. So here comes USF's quarterback. It's going to be Byron Brown, I believe, is the starter. If it's 17, yep, that's him. Byron Brown. He's a redshirt sophomore. Shotgun, he's going to hand it off to number 5, who pokes outside to the 29. Bit of a slow takedown there. That was Naquan Wright, graduate transfer running back for the Bulls, who came in a couple years ago. Initially went to Florida. The Gators. I mean, really, just those palm trees are inspired. What a great aesthetic for Conference USA. Love that. Brown hands it off to Wright again. Nope, it's a read option, and they sniff it out. Loss of 2 there. Great play by the Florida Atlantic defense to shut that play down. It's now 3rd and 4. Owls could have a major chance of making this a short game if they can get a stop here, but it's 3rd and manageable, so chance isn't fantastic. They're going to put 6 guys in the box. USF goes with a modified no huddle. Brown hands it off on 3rd and 4. They're going to get it. And a whole lot more than that. Wright goes up to the 46-yard line. It's a 17-yard gain and a first down for the Bulls. Frustrating play. I mean, that's where the offensive line advantage comes in. If you can't get guys to fly down and blitz in on those plays, then you're not going to be able to stop them. Brown bringing in an extra man to block. Is this the first pass play? No, it's going to go to Wright again. Wright is going to shift through some blockers and pick up 7 more yards. He is having a day so far. And this would be a good response. If they can have a long, drawn-out drive that just tires out the defense and shows that they're not worried, then the opening touchdown by Florida Atlantic just disappears in the rearview mirror, and the effect of it goes away because the crowd noise will be gone. It'll all be gone. Brown on the shotgun, going to change the play up. Brings in another protector and sends the receiver to the right. Is this a power concept? No, they're going to send it to the left. Wright is stuffed in the backfield. That is someone. I think on the update on the 29th, they changed a lot of the jersey numbers. So I will either have to find a better. I'm gonna have to go to like South Florida's official website in order to get actual good depth charts for this, because most of it's right, but a lot of it isn't. Brown on 3rd and 3 throws. It's gonna be caught, and he's able to get forward progress before brought back. It's Naquan Wright again, who has been the undisputed workhorse back on this team, both in the backfield and out of the backfield. Okay, let's see if I can find like a good website for this. It's going to be number 22 going to the left, and he's taken down. Quick pause on the names while I try to find a better roster. It's going to take forever with this internet connection. Not sure what's up. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Bulls. Brown in the shotgun. His first pass, or second pass. He waits, throws to the right. That's going to be caught by number 2, and that's a first down for South Florida. Am I going to be able to get a depth chart? No. All right. So it's 1st and 10. Brown drops back, throws deep. That's going to be caught over the middle. It's number 6. That is 3. Number 6 is that's Naeem Simmons, senior from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. And this is not going to work. Let me just go back to the previous one. I'm okay with a little bit of inaccuracy as opposed to just massive pauses in between stuff. I mean, most commentary teams have like multiple people figuring all this stuff out, and I don't. Brown on the shotgun on 1st and 10. Sends a man in motion. He takes the snap. Hands it off to... that's a shame. That's really a shame because I don't know that guy's name because the old roster's not updated. I mean, our lads has got to get on this. All right, 2nd and 7. Brown in the shotgun. Waits. Looks. He has a tight end open to the left side. Goes to the running back. Wide open. He's taken down at the 1. It's Keith. Is he not even on this roster? That's wild. Oh, Teron Keith. There he is. Listed as the kick returner and nothing else. So now right back into the game. Wright hands it off. Or Wright is taken down for a loss of 4. Big play by number 31 for Florida Atlantic. That is... that is not good. I mean, it's listed as Johnson. We got a Johnson here? I don't think we do. That's not ideal. All right, 2nd and goal. Brown hands it off. Right. Stuffed again. Florida Atlantic holding strong here. I mean, they've let a long drive develop and persist over time, but they are holding strong, holding fast in this moment where they absolutely have to. It's 3rd and goal. Biggest play of the game so far with 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. They've got power to the right. That's exactly where they go. It's a toss to Keith, and Keith is taken down at the 4. I mean, you got to try and pass the ball at some point. I mean, what kind of passer is Byron Brown? Is he just not good? Because that was uninspiring. That was some really questionable decisions from USF. And now they're going to go for the field goal. It's John Cannon to kick the ball. Snap, hold, kick, and it's good. No, he missed it. Oh, my God. That is one of the worst endings to a drive that we have seen thus far. Dominant. They show no signs of slowing down. And then a brilliant goal line stand from Florida Atlantic gives them the ball at the 20. That is chaos. So here's Cam Fancher at quarterback, redshirt junior transfer, new to the team. He fakes the handoff, looking deep again. It's going to be caught. They're going to get a bunch of Yards after the catch there to the 36. And the Owls are once again in business. Cam Fancher transferred over from Marshall, and that's the end of the first quarter. The Owls in full control after an inspired defensive stop of South Florida right at the goal line, and then a missed chip shot from South Florida's kicker. So here's Fancher on 1st and 10. He hands it off to the running back. He pops outside. He's going to get a lot of yardage up to the 47. That is... Again, I have no idea who that is. It might be Marlon Johnson, maybe. Like, I just don't have time to scroll through stuff if it's not a developed depth chart. I have to find another website that has stuff updated. There's another run for number 2 for Florida Atlantic. That is probably Zuberi Mobley. That's exactly who it is, Zuberi Mobley. He's able to pick up 5. FAU looking very, very strong here. I think they only have a 71 offense, but it's playing a lot higher than that rating right now. Fancher in the shotgun. He's got a little gold spot of light that he's standing in. Throws to the left. That's going to be caught. And that's the big man. Big man on campus. Milan Tucker had the 83-yard touchdown on the opening drive. Gets another first down there to put the Owls at the 36. In field goal range with a great, great chance at moving forward. So here we go. Fancher, low snap, hands it off to 7, and he's taken down. Can I check the depth chart from here? No? Okay. Seems kind of actually, let's go here. And let's just find out who that is. George Johnson. He's listed as a wide receiver. And he's there. All right. And his number's the same. Let's have a receiver starting at running back. It gets to position change that our lads did not account for. Fancher sends a man in motion. Hands it off. That's going to be Zuberi Mobley again, making it 3rd and 5. Massive play for the Owls here. Their passing game's been working. Fancher's been able to find some lanes and get open guys to convert, but this is where he absolutely has to do so. They don't want to get 3 here. They want to try and get 7 and put this game out of commission as fast as possible. Fancher drops back. Waiting, under pressure, gets away, throws, and that is caught! All the way down to the 1. It's Milan Tucker again. Cam Fancher with his best Patrick Mahomes impression. Crowd is going nuts. That's Luka Doncic's lookalike, loving it. I mean, that is a left-handed, just whip smart throw. Avoiding the pressure and knowing as soon as you get that turnaround, you're going to have somebody who's open, finding him immediately and getting it there. Are they going to punch it in here? It's Mobley on the outside. They fake the touch pass, give it to Mobley, and he walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. And USF is officially on upset watch. Wow. I mean, this passing offense has been surgical. And then Zuberi Mobley just does the easy work. The O-line doing a great job extending the play. Well, the quarterback did most of the extending the play job, but the O-line gave him that hole that he could just step into and launch that ball to Tucker. And then they got to do what they love best. They got to run block. And here comes the extra point. Not a guarantee, as we just saw with USF. Let's see if he makes this. And he does. It's 14-0. 8 plays, 79 yards. Perfection so far for the Owls as they look to survive and advance through Imperialism. I mean, we've seen crazier things before. Here comes the kickoff. Big chance to change things to the Bulls as they get to return this to the 5, 10, 15, and he is dropped at the 14. Joyner can't get anything going. So now, Byron Brown has to put something together. It's a read option, absolutely nothing, loss of 4. That's number 9 for the Florida Atlantic defense. It looks like that is Desmond Tisdall, the graduate transfer at linebacker, flying in on a blitz. Bad read. Either it's a bad read or he just had no choice that was good. So Brown steps up on 2nd and 14. This game could end in 2 plays. He sends a man in motion, hands it off to try and make it 3rd and shorter. And Wright gets something back. It's 3rd and 11, though. I really think you have to go for a pass there to try and get more yards and just open up more of your playbook on this crucial 3rd down because you're running out of options. You're running out of time. 3.5 to go here in the 2nd quarter. And this could be where we go to Super Sim after the punt. Brown is going empty set. They're finally committing to the pass. Let's see what he can do. Brown takes the snap, waiting, throwing, and it's caught by Naquan Wright going up to the 43-yard line, and we are not done yet. Finds the seam in the middle of the field and then turns it up. Number 50 got off his block right at the end there. That was Jacob Merrifield. But he couldn't do enough. They're going to go with a crazy no-huddle here, having their line sprint up. I don't know if this is going to work in their favor. Usually these decisions are just decided by some coaching algorithm with the computer. Brown taking his time. Those guys are dropping back. Yep, one of them is. Wright goes up the middle and picks up 4. So the Bulls are back in business a little bit. 2nd and manageable. They have officially avoided a really, really quick game here. Now they're going to step up. Brown looks over to the right, takes his time, hands it off to Wright. Nope, it's a keeper. This time it might actually work in his favor. Brown breaks a tackle and gets all the way up to the 48-yard line. It's 3rd and 2. Big-bodied quarterback. Not the fastest guy in the world, but he can find his lanes, choose his spots, and then just run over people when he has to. And that is the 2-minute warning. This game has progressed pretty quickly. And we'll see what the Bulls decide to do here on a crucial 3rd down. Brown in the empty set once again. Can he find another open receiver here? He waits, throws, got him. Great catch there. I thought he was going to drop it for a second, but he was able to pull it in. I don't know who it was because, again, the numbers have been changed. That's a gorgeous diving catch right there. That's really incredible work. As Jaden Alexis, the redshirt junior transfer, long ball this time. That's picked off. Picked off by number 6, 20, 30, 40, 50. Is this the longest pick six of Imperialism so far? Yes, it is. And that is ball game. Day Hill. An 86-yard pick six, the most impactful defensive play we have had so far. And the Florida Atlantic Owls are going to emphatically send this game to Super Sim. Just when it looked like they were going to pull it off. That guy had the route beat, and Byron Brown it was on target. But it was a great play. The reason the receiver was open is because the defender saw the pass coming and jumped the route. And then he just turns on the Jets. What an unbelievable return for Day Hill, who is listed as a corner. Yep, senior transfer. Wow. Came from Central Michigan, who just won in the previous game. And despite the fact that he wasn't playing for the Chippewas, he gets to have his moment in college football imperialism. Kick is good, and we're going to Super Sim. Wow. We're just going to do a substitute there. And now we're going to go to Super Sim. And even the PS5 is lagging with this. That's insane. So we go to halftime. USF gets a late touchdown, 24-7. They don't get anything else. That is the end of this game. Florida Atlantic. 3 overalls worse coming in. They did not look at those ratings before the game. They just use the energy of their crowd. Cam Fancher stepping up big. Milan Tucker, 4 catches, 133 yards and a touchdown. Huge game for him, including this game had the longest offensive touchdown and the longest defensive touchdown. A truly bonkers game with some crazy highlights. And Florida Atlantic will be the first team in Florida to take territory. And now they have stuff on both sides of Florida, so they could really avoid a whole bunch of games going forward. 24-7 is your final. Let's take a look at that map in one moment. All right, let's update this. Okay. Gonna take this color, pop it there. Go here, bye-bye USF. Zoom way in. Pop this over here. Nope. It's doing that the wrong layer. I wonder how many times I'm going to make that mistake during this series. Okay. And there we go. The Owls have their new and improved territory in South Central Florida, bordering just UCF and Miami. They are set up extremely well to survive for a long time unless Miami goes north. And even then, with Milan Tucker, they can do anything. Well, that's the end of this shorter episode. I'll be back tomorrow with another one, possibly 2. I might catch up from Sunday. But that's it. Thanks for watching.